Hi everyone, welcome back to UC San Diego Fisher Cup National League Championship action. Joined by Sam Slobodian, Greg Meskel here with you. And it's semifinal action here at the Fisher Cup National League Championship with New York Athletic Club and USA Collegiate getting together. This is one semifinal. On the other side in the Canyon View pool, the Olympic Club is taking on Stanford. New York in the red and black caps, USA Collegiate in the white caps. And Steve Rotsard, Sergio Macias, our officials in this one. And here's Hannes Dobe from the outside, and that monster field block. McQuinn had to go back and catch that one, Sam.
Yeah, it's two USC players going at it right here.
And now we go the direction here. McQuinn Barron will take a look and push ahead here. As Jesse Smith now will advance. Smith working ahead, Merarkey now. Comes near side, styling a couple of fakes. That's turned away by Turner. A couple of Tritons going to work there. Jack Turner and
That's good water
Josh
flow
Styling.
right there, Greg. Using the extra pass from 2 to 1. Wide open player and a good block by the goalie.
So opening minute of this one, winner moves on to our National League Championship match, which will be later today at 4:10 p.m. right here in this pool. We'll have it for you live on USA Water Polo TV. Rain still falling here in La Jolla. Jesse Smith will track that one down. And works the styling. A near takeaway there from Sawyer Rhodes. Obert now. Out of time on the shot clock. He's got to go, and Turner's there for the stop. Couldn't keep it in bounds, though, and so back to 20 seconds, new life on offense for New York.
Another good block.
The exclusion as Roberts working inside for Obert. Exclusion will go on Dobe. And now power play for New York. Roberts, a variety of fakes and stuffs it in. Ryder Roberts connects in a 1-0 lead for New York.
You can't let Ryder have more than 2 fakes, and right there he had 3 or 4, and he put it away. They got to go to him right there.
Talked about it yesterday. Can get up on his legs and stay up on his legs and just continues to attack. And next thing you know, ball in the back of the net as he works in closer.
You can definitely tell there's a lot more energy from both teams today than there were in their games yesterday.
This is that pivotal matchup. Trying to have a shot at the title, you have to get through this game. And an exclusion on Smith. There's also a knowledge, I think, of really knowing that both sides are strong teams, so you can't have a slow start. You have to play well out of the gate.
You got to come out firing or else you're going to get run over.
Far side. Near side. And Rhodes just put it high. Couldn't connect there. And the ball back to New York, and they'll push ahead. And the ball turns over. That's DeBow in the 15 cap. Here's Earhart now. Nowhere to go, works to Vavic, and now out top. Good look inside, Langevich makes the turn and works into traffic. He draws the exclusion. Power play now for Collegiate. Exclusion there goes against Schweimer.
Schweimer thought he had a ball under there.
Meanwhile, Barron gathers up that attempt from Vavic. And sides come even as Reed Cotterill comes out of the corner for New York. Cotterill inside, takes the catch. steps out and is turned away. Good defense there from Vavic as he field blocked that a try on the turn and delivery. In transition, and now an exclusion. And that's DeBow going off. Here's Vavic. Across the way. Nothing there, they bring it back. Rhodes, and Sawyer Rhodes able to connect. And he ties things at 1 with under 4 to play in the first.
So it looks like they want to keep the ball out of Hunnis's hands and Marco's hands in that 6-on-5 right there. So they're trying to force either Sawyer or position 1 to shoot that. And Sawyer made him pay for it. And he took advantage of it. Top right corner, great shot.
And able to go around that block. Shot blocker has the hand up, and that's a tough path to follow, right? To go around the block and then past the post with McQuinn coming over.
Blocking Sawyer at 6 is a very difficult assignment.
Spoken like someone that has had experience with that in practices, I'm sure.
1 or 2 times.
Yep. Under 4 to play, first quarter. Obert posting. Here's Bonani working. He draws the exclusion as Rhodes was all over him. Here's Josh Samuels. He's come on. And now Wolf Wygo. Wygo works along 2 meters. Out to Samuels, ricochets that off the bar and away. And right back to the corner where Marko Vavic returns. Dobey draws the ordinary. Vavic faking and sends it wide. A variety of fakes there, but nobody was getting out of the way. .243 to play, first quarter. Samuels tries to go inside to Obert, but nice job by Dobey. And then in transition, power play. And that's all for Bonani, given a game misconduct. So he's done.
That's huge right there.
That's a big loss for New York.
It's a collegiate advantage right there.
So in transition was an exclusion and then some. And so Brett Bonani done in this match, and not just a game misconduct, but not the scenario where he can't play in their next game, just out for this one. Inside the redirect, and they couldn't get that to go as they worked for Warren Laughlin close.
Yeah, this weekend you've noticed that a lot. Quick to roll people. It's the new rules, and I like it. Doesn't allow players to back talk or talk to the refs at all.
And frustration there from Bonani. Understandably so. Game just getting started on the other end. Score it for New York and Josh Styling to make it a 2-1 game. But to your point, Sam, yeah, there's been a zero tolerance here with talking to the officials. We've seen it on numerous occasions this weekend. If it's even perceived as if you're saying something back to the ref, it's just you're out.
You're gone. They're not having any of it.
.150 left here, first quarter, and a 2-1 lead now for New York. Entry inside, working for Langevich. He got the turn. Couldn't keep control of the ball. He's looking for the penalty call, but as he kept reaching for the ball, that was the signal the official gave back to him. You had your hand on the ball in those moments where you felt like you were being fouled.
It was a great move. You got to put that away, though. You got a high percentage opportunity in front of the cage.
And then a penalty on the other end as Cotterill in a dust up there with Vavic. And now a 5-meter opportunity coming for New York with 1:12 to play in the first quarter, and Styling will look for another. And he puts it home into the corner. And a 3-1 lead for New York.
Classic, he's looking left and then he skips right. Goalie has no chance.
Rhodes looking to post up now. As is Langevich, little double post look here from Collegiate. Earhart, nothing there. Low skip, and Barron there to knock it down on the attempt from Gruwell.
You don't want to try to beat McQuinn from position 6 with a righty. You're going to want to either get the ball to center or hit him from the 1-2 side.
Well, on the other end, Samuel's in close and can't make it happen there. Looked like a good opportunity developing for New York. And now Gruwell. Rhodes and Styling. Rhodes looking to draw that foul. Whistle never came, and Styling comes up with it.
You can't be putting your head down like that when you're trying to make a turn.
A few seconds left here in the quarter. Rolsa dealing with a double team. And it's taken away by Gruwell. And that one is field blocked by Rolsa as we come to the end of the first quarter. Good start for the New York Athletic Club, 3-1, but down one of their key pieces with Brett Bernani sent off for the match. We come back with the second quarter to La Jolla after these messages.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
Second quarter about to begin here at UC San Diego. Seems as if rain might be letting up just a little bit. New York Athletic Club and USA Collegiate meeting in semifinal action. Winner moves on to the National League Championship match later this afternoon. It's a 3-1 lead right now for New York, and they concede the sprint, and Sean Ferrari takes it. And Jake Art will control and work to Rhodes. Press here from New York. and then an offensive. Entry in and a takeaway. And Jack Turner will take a look. Araya moving in. Gives off to Rhodes. That's turned away. Styling with the rebound, or rather with the field block. Rebound controlled by Collegiate and Ferrari. Earhart now around Araya. Slides that pass inside, and ball under. Good crash there from New York as they try to work in close to Loft. So pace is slowed here a bit to start off the second quarter. Hirarki out to Smith from long range. That was off the post and off Turner, but he was able to gather it up. Saw a goal earlier today that was bar out off a defender and in. Not off the goalie, off a defender in front of the goalie and in. And so you have to look alive there.
That is worst case scenario for that defender right there.
Unexpected, right?
It's one thing for it to go off the goalie, but bar out, defender into the goal, that must be painful.
An exclusion now on New York and on Hirarki. Power play to Collegiate.
Collegiate's got to get Hunnis involved here.
That's controlled by Barron. Bats it away. Didn't really control it, but he did block it. And now Ferrari. Side's coming even. Skip this time works for Araya on the bounce, and as sides are coming even, it's now a 3-2 game.
Quinn was shifting the other way, and he just went cross cage, skip, top corner. It was a good shot.
An important goal there for Collegiate to draw back within one now with 5:28 to play in the first half. DeBow. Pressure here from Collegiate. Well, they're guarding against Obert getting involved. They'd give up that perimeter shot, and as we say that, an exclusion against Thomas.
Obert does a good job of getting that defender over his shoulder and bringing him over his back so that it looks like an ejection. Well, it is an ejection if you can grab his arm, and ultimately leads to the 6-on-5 chance.
Sides coming even now. Power play over for New York. DeBow lets it fly and hits. Anthony DeBow making it 4-2 after the advantage ended. He lets it go and hits. And a second look there at DeBow. And a third look now. Had a lot of space to work with there in that left side.
Yeah, the shot blocker should have had that near side covered, and the goalie should have been more in the middle of the cage or cross cage, and he was guarding near side too much and left it open.
Bobic, little backdoor to Rhodes. In traffic, and a penalty. Pass that up top to Sean Thomas and draws the penalty opportunity. Nifty passing in traffic. The presence of mind there to be getting taken under there on the post and still pop it up for the entry is tough stuff.
Something Sawyer does really well is he gets good separation. Once he gets on your back and he's at position 4 going towards 6, he gets on your back and he can create about a yard or two of separation. Right there, he had that separation, which gave him that time to make that pass.
And then Dobé rips it. Barron guessed right, but just couldn't come up with the stop.
It's hard to block Hunnis's shot from 5 meters away with no blockers.
How close was McQuinn? Very close. Folks, very high on Hannes Dobé right now in his development. You play with him all the time. From your standpoint, what makes him such a strong player?
He has an incredible fake, and he has the urge to win. And that's something that separates him from other great players, is that no matter what, Hannes wants to win, and Hannes is a winner. And as you saw, he won a national title. So that's ultimately what separates good players from great players, in my opinion, is how badly you want to win and what you will do in order to win.
Entry into Obert, and Rhodes comes across. Rhodes part of that NCAA title team as well. And they'll push ahead halfway through this second quarter. They look inside, but that pass a little short. Langevich somehow gets a hold of that and draws the ordinary. Shot clock to 7. They go back inside. The step out, the lob, and Barron's going to be able to track that down on the attempt from Sean Thomas. Ahead to Roberts. 3:10 to play, first half. 4-3 lead for New York. Into Obert, got good position. And a penalty is called as Obert worked inside Dobé.
Hannes had position there, and he just did a quick under the water. Obert did a quick under the water move to get position towards Ryder. They delivered a good pass and got the 5 meter.
And here's Cotterill to put New York in front by 2. Getting everyone in position here. And Cotterill connects. 2-goal advantage once more for New York with 3:03 to play in the first half. Cotterill goes to the corner and away and able to beat Turner. Entry inside, Langevich, the big step out. He had the opportunity. They'll say Barron got a piece of that. He is in disbelief, but it'll come back in.
Quinn's got to be careful. They don't have a backup goalie if they roll him.
That's a good call by you, Sam.
There's pizza here.
And the goal is scored. So after the tip out and the new offense, it's Rhodes hitting again.
Same spot. This time skip to get to that top right corner for Sawyer. X3's got to get that block, though, to help McQuinn out. He didn't come over his hips fast enough, which left that corner wide open.
And a 5-4 game now, 1-goal game again. The exclusion called against Collegiate and Gruel.
They've been calling that consistently all weekend. That hold leads to an ejection right away.
Wygo working. Here's Rolsa. And players know to expect it, as you mentioned. It's been called all weekend, can prepare for that sort of thing. Rolsa bangs it off the post. Schweimer tried to keep it alive. Instead, Collegiate controls as sides come even. 2:05 to play, first half. Just a miserable day here weather-wise in San Diego.
Yeah, it's starting to pour now.
Raining a bit sideways here now. Windy, rainy. By San Diego standards, it's downright frigid. Under 2 to play. First half. Here's Rhodes. Goes inside Vavic. Tried to bat it to himself. Barron leaps off his line and smothers that pass.
Marco McQueen go way back, so that's definitely some teammate edge there.
On the other end, Samuels works inside. He draws the exclusion. And New York will call for time with 1:27 to play in the first half. And New York had 5-4, but they know a pivotal power play coming here as we've gone back and forth. Six on 5 here. They have worked for Obert. They've worked for their 2-meter men. Collegiate guarding against that. They respect the ability of that center entry opportunity. But you presume this is still the way New York will go. They'll still look to try and work inside.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they can beat them outside as well. They have a lot of good shooters, and if they get deep 2-meter position and they have Ryder and a couple of the other shooters they have on that side and on the 1-2 side as well, and with that deep position, you're shooting at 4 or 5 meters with a couple of fakes. It's impossible to block. So Collegiate needs to do better to push their centers out or front if possible.
So we'll see how they handle this. With a 6 on 5 coming. Some final instructions there from John Mann, 2-time Olympian, coaching this team now.
Let's see if they work for that 3-post again like they did yesterday.
Looked initially there for Obert. Instead, the redirect to Schweimer in front. It's tipped out by Turner. He was ready for it. And the shot clock back to 20. Still a few seconds left on the advantage. Rolsa now. Side's coming even. And Rolsa drills it from the outside on the 6 on 5. Before sides can get even, Rolsa connects, and a 6-4 lead now for New York.
Normally Rolsa plays 5 on 6 on 5, but he's just as deadly from 4. As you can see with that shot, skip shot low. Hard to block.
Yeah, big powerful release from the outside. And now a 6-4 advantage for New York. From the outside, Barron there to bat that one away, comes right to DeBow. So New York can hang on. Under 40 seconds to play here, first half. 6-4 lead for New York. Rolsa on the attack. He's got help. Throws weak side. Samuels. Threads inside and a penalty. Went inside to Obert, dealing with Sawyer Rhodes, and a penalty called on Collegiate. And now New York with a chance to pull ahead by 3, take their largest lead of this one.
This is not what you want as Collegiate going into halftime. You wanted to get that goal right there and possibly make it a 1-goal game going into halftime.
Instead, Cotterill hits again. And a 7-4 advantage for New York, with 27 seconds left in this first half.
These end-of-quarter plays are huge for Collegiate right here. Look for either a Hunnis 5-meter foul shot or possibly look for Sawyer. He's got 2 on the day already. He's got a hot hand.
Yeah, Rhodes has been strong from the near side. As we get a little more look there at Cotterill putting that one away.
This looks like they're playing a 3 defense and keeping a lot of guys back.
Vavic, a host of fakes. Here's Rhodes. On his legs, nothing doing. To 5 seconds. They go inside. Exclusion. Langevich drawing that. 2 seconds left, and they'll just hang on to it here and try and take that sprint to start the second half. As we come to the end of the second quarter, and it's New York Athletic Club 7, USA Collegiate 4 in the National League Championship semifinal round. We'll be back with more to La Jolla after these messages.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Second half underway. Rain still falling here in La Jolla. We're on campus at UC San Diego. Sam Slobodian and Greg Meskel joining you here at the National League Championship at the Fisher Cup. And New York takes the sprint, so that cancels out the power play, as Collegiate was hoping to win the sprint and then stay up on the 6-on-5. Instead, it's back to New York. New York in the red and black caps, USA in the white caps. Semi-final action going on here in both pools here at UC San Diego. Winners will meet for the title. Losers will vie for third place.
Good help by Sawyer right there. He's a second later. That's a 5-meter.
from the outside, and that's tipped up and away. Out of play. So Olympic Club defeating Stanford 8-4. So that determines one of our winners here moving into the final. So Olympic Club will have a chance to repeat as National League champions. They'll take on the winner of this match. As it stands now, it could be headed for a classic Olympic Club, New York Athletic Club matchup, as Earhart was so close to a goal there, but couldn't put that one away.
Sometimes the ball just doesn't bounce your way. A nice shot.
Now heavy rain here as we get going in the third quarter. I laugh under the security of a tent, and I feel bad for those across the way.
Does not look fun over there, Greg.
Although, as you told us, Sam, you thrive in these sorts of games.
Yeah.
You love a good rainy water polo match.
It's not cold at all in there.
Yeah.
It's the same temperature in the pool whether it's raining or not. Adds kind of that dramatic effect to the game.
It does. You get some very cool photos. Great water polo photographer Catherine Hain here. Out in the elements, getting the photographs. The turn and the exclusion.
Did not know Hunnis had those moves in the inside. I've only seen him on the outside.
He's showing you something new here for the season.
Yeah.
As Jesse Smith is sent off, and a power play now for Collegiate. In close and put it home.
Nice
It's Jake Earhart.
He gets up so high on the two post right there. He's his legs facing the ball. It's an easy finish when you can be that much higher than everybody else in the pool.
And then a yellow card to John Mann of New York Athletic Club. 7-5 for the game now. Second look here on the score in close. And they set up Earhart nicely to put that one away. Here's DeBow now. Works for Carnelia. Inside, Schweimer getting position, and before he can make the turn, there's an exclusion. That's on Sean Thomas. And a power play now for the New York Athletic Club. Top of the perimeter, Carnelia moving in, nothing there. Mirarki, now Rolsa, and he bangs it off the post. Long rebound. Shot clock back to 20. Sides coming even. Advantage over here for New York, but they've got new life on offense. Into Schweimer, the backhand, and Turner's ready.
You don't see people from one throw a backhand in that situation very often.
And it was a close call, but Jack Turner ready. And now moving ahead to Rhodes. Earhart. And that's turned away. Big field block there from the New York defense. In transition, here's Rolsa. Guarded closely by Earhart. Styling. And a takeaway there, nicely done from Araya on that pass inside. Comes up with it. Rhodes and Schweimer tied up in the backcourt. Under 4 to play, third quarter. Araya now moving ahead. He'll push in. Here's Rhodes on the attack, and Sawyer Rhodes lights it up and brings it back to 1. It's 7-6 with 3:35 to play in the third.
Sawyer's having himself a game today. As you can see, he has that little hesitation in his shoulder right before he releases the ball. Makes you think he's going cross cage, ends up going near side.
Samuels pressured by Dobey. Roberts now. Gives off to Samuels. Now Wygo. Roberts right over the top. Zoom that one high on Turner and in. And getting it back for New York now, 8-6. Second look here as Roberts puts this one away.
When Riders catches the ball, he just stays where he is when he catches the ball, and that's so hard as a goalie to block that. So when the goalie's shifting over, he just waits for him and then throws it right over the head.
So back to a 2-goal lead for New York, under 3 to play. Backhand, all easy for Barron. Able to knock that one down. Barron looking for some assistance, finds Smith. That pass almost bouncing past Jesse Smith. Now Wygo. Here's Smith from the outside. Goes inside, and the shot clock expires. They tried to work for Cotterill, but an easy takeaway there for Loft. Here's Dobey on his legs. That's a rocket off the bar. And controlled by McQuinn Barron in New York with under 2 to play in the third quarter. So looking like we'll have a close match here going to the fourth. Collegiate, they've struggled though, can't get all the way back up and over.
Yeah, Collegiate's had a couple good opportunities they missed, but NYAC's just been strong inside with passes like that. Once they get the ball to 6, they've been delivering inside passes, and it's been deadly to the
Cotterill there trying to go redirect, and Turner bats that one away, but New York will stay on offense and on the advantage. Wygo looks inside, now goes to Smith.
Yeah, we saw Wygo with his left hand playing 6 yesterday. Now he's playing 1.
And meanwhile, Josh Samuels slides that one in. And it's New York Athletic Club rebuilding their advantage. Another look here at Smith giving off to Samuels. A few Rio teammates connecting. And now 9-6. So as Collegiate was battling back and inching closer, New York now with a big goal here late in the third to make it a 3-goal advantage. New York looking to advance and take on the Olympic Club for the National League title. Olympic Club a 4-goal winner over Stanford earlier. Lob attempt, and Barron ready for it. And you really have to get him out of position to make those lobs effective. If he's looking straight on at the shooter, tough to do.
That was rare yesterday. The spinner lob was a rare occurrence to see on McQuinn especially. It's hard to lob on such a tall goalie.
Schweimer now at Mirarki. And that's in. And New York Athletic Club now starting to pull away here as they move in front by 4. 10-6 with 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Turner got a little bit of that, but not enough. Entry and Carnelia on the scene with 17 seconds left. Final moments of this third as they move to roll, so he can let fly. He's going to get himself some better position. To 8 seconds left. 5 seconds left. lets it go, and Turner controls. That's all for the third. Strong effort from New York as they pull in front by 4. Now ahead 10-6 with eyes on advancing to the final against the Olympic Club. We're back with the final 8 minutes of this one after this timeout.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
Fourth quarter underway on a rainy day in San Diego. It's a 10-6 lead for the New York Athletic Club. Sam Slobodian and Greg Meskel here with you. Sam, Collegiate had ideas on making it into this final, but they're in trouble here, down 4 with 8 minutes to play.
Yeah, Greg, I don't really know what to say to that. I thought that this game was going to be a little bit closer at this point, but it's not over yet. They've got time, and if they focus in here, they could tie this up.
They push ahead. Here's a good start. Rhodes out in front and right to Barron, who knocks it down. And McQuinn Barron turning that one away. Now ahead to Merarkey. Moving in goes to Carnelia. And that's batted away. Turner off his line. Carnelia looking for a call.
You're not going to get that call when you're up by 4 goals in the fourth quarter.
Here's Vavic now. Well, we saw Rhodes leak out there. He had a couple of goals earlier. Anywhere else Collegiate could kind of start their attack to try and generate some offense?
2 meters. I'm always going to say that.
You're consistent, yeah.
I don't think they should get the original whole set in there, and this way they can have shooters like Hannes and Marco get a little bit closer to the cage instead of taking these far outside shots from 7-8 meters, which are not going to go in against McQuinn. If they can get to 5 meters and draw fouls, I think they can score on them, but I don't think that this game plan that they're using right now is working.
Thomas off the mark there, off the post on that last possession. So part of it will be the offense, as Sam alluded to, and then part of it, Collegiate needs to keep New York off the board here. Last chance now, and with efforts like that, going to be tough to mount a rally as Styling has another. and puts New York in front 11-6 now as they continue to build their advantage. You can see through the raindrops here, Styling goes near side. So we've talked a lot about going cross cage in those situations, but able to slide that in on the near post.
Yeah, if you're quick enough near side, you can make that shot a lot. The low skip works near side.
Styling now 3 goals. He has 3, Rhodes has 3. Those are the high water marks in this one. Bovic. Barron knocks that one away, and every time Barron has a block on one of the USC athletes, there was a big smile on his face.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that's going on. Marco does not look happy when that happens.
Pass inside with a little more than 5 minutes to play and an easy takeaway for New York. And what a different effort from this New York team. We saw them yesterday, right? And UC San Diego had them on their heels early, and they've been fairly assertive from the jump here.
2 completely different teams out there. Yesterday was not the same NYAC you're seeing today.
This was the team you thought you'd be seeing. I remember we talked before the game, and you're looking at the roster and saying, look at the talent this team has, and they were slow to start, but now they've come out strong.
I think it's more personal as well because a lot more of these USA guys know the NYAC guys than the UCSD guys do. And whenever you play your friends or some of your past enemies, in many cases, you always bring your all. So you're definitely seeing a higher level of water polo today than you were yesterday.
Timeout called by Alex Rodriguez and USA Collegiate. So we mentioned on one side we've got the Olympic Club already through. They defeated Stanford. And it looks as if the New York Athletic Club is going to join them. Coming up next, we've got the Power Squad taking on USA University, and then UC Davis taking on Shore Long Beach State. And then from there, we'll get into some more of our placement matches. The final here, 4:10 p.m. Pacific time approximately, looking like Olympic Club, New York Athletic Club. Third place at 3 p.m., and that'll be a strong matchup as well to have potentially this collegiate team take on Stanford.
Yeah. Little glimpse into our first game next year. USC Stanford's our first game.
Is that your first game of the season?
Yeah, at home.
So before anything else?
Very first game of a USC season next year is for Stanford.
That never happens, right?
Never happens, but we changed it a little bit. We played a lot of games last year, and I think we took ourselves out of one of the tournaments with weaker competition so that we could be more rested for come MPSF time, come finals time.
That's interesting. As we see an exclusion. Oh, now a game misconduct. So Jake Earhart is done for the day. So an exclusion on 15 on DeBow for New York, but then a game misconduct on Jake Earhart. So Bernani was given that earlier, and now Earhart departs in this one with 4:30 to play. And interesting with the USC schedule, that team would often rack up the games as there's a deflection and in, and Jack Turner can only just shake his head as he watches that shot from Roberts go in, and New York taking control here, second look. Deflected in off the field block from Loth.
That's a terrible feeling. You make a good block and then you don't get rewarded for it. You get punished.
And nothing the goalie can do there. And now 12-6, so it feels like just moments ago we were talking about 2-goal game. Here comes Collegiate, and now 6-goal advantage, and this one all but over with 4:17 to play.
I was not expecting this one to get this out of hand. But we have seen this weekend a lot of games start very close until the fourth quarter starts, and then teams start to pull away.
Yeah, it's where you really see groups separating themselves, and the true advantage, you come into a game thinking on paper, okay, this is what will happen, and that doesn't always reveal itself until the final quarter for whatever reason. Shot clock to 3. Naon Tries lob, and Barron, just that giant left hand goes up to snatch that one out of the sky.
I don't think McQuinn's letting in any more lobs.
He's had to probably have a bunch of his friends send him that Instagram link of getting the spinner lob allowed yesterday, and he said, that's it, no more.
Yeah, he told me before the game he's not letting in any in this game. So.
Offensive call on New York. It'll go back to Collegiate with less than 3.5 to play in the fourth. Nayon takes a look, and before that shot can be taken by Loth, there'll be an exclusion. That will go on Ryder Roberts. And the power play here to Collegiate with a little more than 3 minutes to play. Good look inside and put it home, Tommy Gruwell.
Good no-look pass to two-post. Good hands by two-post to be able to grab that ball from behind him and still put it in the cage.
So, correction on our part, Olympic Club Stanford is still ongoing. It's a 9-6 lead for Olympic Club. It seemed off that game would be final already, given they started at the same time. So Olympic Club ahead by 3. It does look like Olympic Club will advance if they can hold on, but it's a 3-goal game right now. That's happening on the Canyon View course here at UCSD. Cross cage. .210 to go. Final minutes of this one. New York Athletic Club, we know they are on their way to the National League Championship. Mirarki gives a big fake, nothing there. He'll work to Carnelia. Now DeBow from the outside as the shot clock was winding down, and Turner controls it. Offensive foul in transition against Collegiate. And the ball back to New York.
If you're trying to push off someone, you got to be a little bit more sneaky than that. He went right at him over the water.
.136 to play. And a timeout called by New York. .12-7 the lead for the New York Athletic Club, pulling away in this second half. Looking at some of the stats here via the Fosh.net. Both sides 3 for 7 on the advantage, but New York taking advantage of 3 penalty tries and hitting them all. Out of the timeout. 90 seconds to play, fourth quarter. Here's Wygo, now Samuels. Moving in. And an offensive. So an offensive led to that New York possession, and then an offensive turns it over. And Collegiate will have it with 1:10 to play. The exclusion. This will go against Josh Samuels. And now a timeout called by USA Collegiate with 1:07 to play in the fourth. We were mentioning that USC schedule. You're going to start with Stanford. You said the very first game. Typically, when it's all said and done, you'd play around 30 games in a given season. And so trying to drop that number down a bit. And
we play a little bit more than 30 games just because we...
With the postseason?
No, not even the postseason. Last year we had, I think, we had our first 30-win season last year. So.
But that seemed like maybe too many games, you're saying.
Yeah, it was quite a bit of games. So you have every single weekend you have games. And
good job in close, the redirect for Sean Thomas to make it 12-8.
We're seeing a lot of post play this weekend on 6-on-5. They're trying to work the ball to the post. It's good water polo.
Little shovel pass inside, and Thomas knows what to do with that. Final moments here, 40 seconds left in the fourth. Styling. And it's tipped out by Turner. Shot clock back to 20. 24 seconds left here in the fourth. And New York just running the clock now. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. On their way to victory in this one. Here's DeBow with 2 seconds left. Saved out by Turner. And now just 3 seconds left in the game. Turner will hang on to that one. And that's all. 12-8, New York Athletic Club wins it, and they are moving on to the National League Championship match against the winner of the Stanford Olympic Club battle. So come back and join us 4:10 p.m. Pacific time for the National League Championship. New York Athletic Club will be one of the teams competing. More National League Championship action at the Fisher Cup coming up after this. But for now, Sam Slobodian and Greg Meskel saying thanks for joining us.